I'm going to show you 5 ways you can vacuum a swimming pool. First thing you're going to need is you're going to need better equipment. It'll make your life a whole lot easier. I'll link in the description what equipment you should have. Before we get into the 5 ways of vacuuming your swimming pool, if you're new to vacuuming your pool, these tips might help you out.
So here I have a Hayward super pump, and we're going to turn the power off on that. For this particular pool, we have a main drain and 2 skimmers. So it's off to the main drain because I don't want it sucking, I want more suction. The skimmer there, you got to figure out which skimmer. So we want 1 skimmer. Now if I have too much suction, say I put it on 1 skimmer and I have way too much suction and it's sucking up the liner, we just open up this a bit. One or the other. You can open up this one here or this one here. You would have to mess around with it. You do it a couple times, you'll know automatically when you vacuum, you'll know that, hey, I have to, put it like that, a little bit open, get the perfect suction.
The first way of vacuuming your swimming pool is the most common. Here we're just hooking up the hose, and I'll show you very quickly here how to get all the air out. Now if you do it exactly the way I'm showing you right here, you won't have any issues. Right now I'm just pushing down the hose and the water's coming back up. It's basically pushing all the air out. If I put the hose in too quickly into the skimmer, it's just going to suck air and I'm going to lose prime. I'm just quickly pushing air out. Now if you've done it right, you'll get water that comes out. After that's done, just put it in the front of the skimmer, take your basket out, and as the pump's running, you put it down to the one that's sucking water. And you just vacuum your pool. The second way of vacuuming your swimming pool, the best pump to have is Hayward. Not all pool pumps would work because of the basket.
So you just put it on like that. Again, do not leave this in there. You're just going to do it for your vacuum and that's it. This will get sucked in there. It'll all disintegrate. Well, that's what that looks like with this on. It takes a little bit longer because this stuff's really fine.
The third way of vacuuming your swimming pool will be on waste.
Turn the filter to the waste.
Make sure your backwash hose is laid out, or if you have a shutoff, make sure it's open. It's going to go out your backwash hose.
Because we're going to be doing on waste, put a hose in there at the same time because you're losing water, so you got to vacuum quickly. Make sure it's in there.
This is our fourth way of vacuuming a swimming pool.
So the next thing we're going to use is a leaf canister. You don't need one like this. I'll link it down below if you're interested in one of these. But the net is not, it's good for leaves and stuff. That's why they call it a leaf canister. But the little gritty stuff and that will just go right to your sand. So you still have to backwash after. You make sure it's on filter. But I always recommend, if you don't want to buy one of these, get as much leaves out. The trick is to do all your brushing or your scooping, push it all one way and all the leaves will come down. So this is what I did here. I had all the grit up there, and then down here I had the leaves. I had a lot more leaves than this, but I don't want to sit there and suck up all these leaves. If this was my pool, see all the gritty stuff, I would leave that stuff. Right now what I would do, leaves right here, it's all concentrated right there. I would scoop all that up, and then later on I would vacuum. But I'm going to show you how to do it with a canister.
When hooking up the leaf canister, you got to disconnect the hose that's connected to the skimmer. The pool is still running. You got to keep the hose underwater so you're not going to have an air pocket in there. You're going to hook it up the way it's seen right here, trying to fill it up with water. You're going to do the same thing with the hose, trying to get all the air out of it. Going to push it down. And at the other end, water should come out of it. Then you're going to put it back in the skimmer like you would normally put your hose in.
I normally never use these leaf canisters because they're a pain in the butt to take off. Even if you use a leaf canister, the fine grit and everything goes into the sand, so we're gonna have to backwash that. Power off. Backwash. Power on. You can look at the sight glass or look at the water at the end. Power off. Rinse. Settles the sand back down.
Turn the power back on.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, 4, 5. It's just to clear everything all up.
Turn the power off.
Back to filter. Back on.
I don't know if anybody guessed this, but it's a robot. This is the best way of vacuuming your swimming pool, where you can sit back, have a drink, and let something else clean your pool for you. You're never going to need a vacuum. You're never going to need a hose or a bent pole. It's a little bit more expensive, but in the long run, it's so much easier. You can go to bed and this thing's cleaning for you. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe.